It all started on a regular Tuesday, or at least, that's how it seemed, on the outside. We had been married for almost 5 years, and life was normal. We weren't the picture, perfect couple. But we had our moments, our laughs, and shared a deep connection at least. That's what I thought. We had our ups and downs like any couple, but the trust was always there. Or so. I believed. Then one day, everything came crashing down. I found out she had been seeing someone else. It wasn't some elaborate affair that I uncovered after months of suspicion. No, I stumbled upon it by sheer accident. I was going through our joint account to pay some bills when I noticed unfamiliar charge on a recent credit card statement. 2 tickets to a concertone, of which had been purchased just a day before. It caught my attention because it wasn't something we had discussed. I called her, and as soon as she picked up, I knew something was off. Her voice was shaky, and she seemed distracted. After pressing her for details, she finally admitted it. She had been seeing someone else for the past 2 months. The words stung. I could hardly process them. She tried to downplay it. Of course, saying it wasn't serious. It was just a fling. She insisted it was nothing. I don't even care about him, but that didn't matter to me. The fact that she'd gone behind my back, betrayed me, with someone else crushed me. I wasn't angry, not at first. I was in shock, heartbroken, wondering where everything had gone. Wrong. We were supposed to be a team. I asked her for the truth. How long had it been going on? Why hadn't she told me? The answers she gave were not enough to ease the pain. She said she never intended for it to become anything serious. It was just something she did for attention, for validation. But that wasn't what hurt the most. What really cut deep was how she dismissed it. She acted as if it was just a minor mistake, a momentary lapse in judgment, and that it didn't mean anything at all. I could feel a deep fracture in our marriage that could never be repaired. Her indifference towards it, the way she trivialized what she had done, made it clear that we were no longer on the same page that night. I packed my bags and moved out. It needed space. I needed clarity, but deep down, I knew what I had to do. I couldn't stay with someone who could do that to me. It wasn't just the cheating. It was the betrayal, the lies, and her inability to take responsibility for her actions. We went through the motions of a divorce. Shortly after, it was messy, but we managed to avoid a nasty courtroom battle. I asked for everything: our home, the saving, the assets, and got it all. I wasn't interested in reconciliation. All I wanted was to move on and try to heal. Months passed, and life slowly started to feel normal again. I threw myself into work, focused on my personal growth, and spent more time with friends and family who had supported me through the hardest moments. I went out, met new people, and even started dating again for the first time in a long while. I felt free, like I could breathe again. Then out of nowhere, she showed up. I was sitting at a cafe, having lunch with a colleague. When I saw her walking, she looked different, slightly thinner, her face drawn and tired. It took me a moment to register, but as soon as she saw me, her eyes welled up. She walked over to my table, and my stomach sank. "Please just hear me out," she said, voice trembling. I wanted to walk away. I wanted to pretend I didn't see her, to leave her there and never look back. But something in her demeanor, her vulnerability, made me pause. "I know I messed up," she continued, sitting down. Without waiting for me to say anything, "I know I destroyed everything, but I'm so sorry. I never realized what I had until I lost it." I stared at her for a long moment. The woman who had once promised me forever now sat before me, begging for forgiveness. But it wasn't just the apology that caught me off guard. It was the way she spoke. She wasn't defending herself anymore. wasn't dismissing what she had done. She had finally admitted the weight of her actions. "I thought I could live without you," she said, her voice cracking. "But I was wrong. I was so selfish. I didn't realize how much I hurt you. I didn't realize what I was throwing. Where you meant everything to me. And I know I can't undo what's been done. But I'm begging you to give me another chance." Her words were like a dagger to my heart. After everything she had done, after walking away from me so easily, she now wanted me back. Was she really sorry, or was this just guilt talking? I didn't know what to say. A part of me wanted to forgive her, to let go of the pain and start fresh. But the other part of me, the part that had suffered through sleepless nights, wondering why I wasn't enough, wasn't ready to let go of the hurt so easily. "I don't know if I can trust you again," I said quietly, the words tasting bitter. "You broke me, and trust isn't something that can just be fixed with an apology." She nodded, tears streaming down her face. "I understand. I don't expect you to forgive me right away. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am, and that I love you. I love you, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it right." We sat in silence for a while, both of us struggling with the weight of everything that had happened. She was right about one thing: she had lost me, and she may never get me back. But the part of me that once loved her still lingered, questioning if second chances were possible. "I don't know if we can go back to what we had," I finally said, "but he can't just erase the past." She looked at me, desperate for some sign of hope. "I don't expect you to. I just want a chance to prove that I can be the person you deserve." We left it at that, no promises made nor resolutions, but as I watched her walk away, I knew that our story wasn't over, not yet. She had done the unthinkable, but she was still trying to fight for us. Whether or not it would be enough, only time would tell. And so I moved forward with caution, knowing that while love could heal, trust could take a lifetime to rebuild. I hope you liked my stories. If you liked this story, kindly press bell icon and subscribe my channel for more attractive stories. Love you all. Thanks.